Hey everybody, it's Kathy P. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a video here, some commentary on this meetup Molly had with the Jacksons. I have honestly never been more disgusted. And I never thought Molly could shock me or floor me. But these last couple days, they floored me. She has, if it's even possible, sunk to the lowest of lows by what she's done. She cares so much about the Jacksons and Letitia and Marvon, but yet she carelessly spews lies about his passing. Just like in comment like it was nothing. It was no big deal. And for weeks Molly's been up to crap saying things were coming. And I know there's a reason why she's doing this, and later on in the video, you'll see who she's going to try to spin this on. Shouldn't be no shocker to anybody, no Molly. But something in my gut tells me that Molly was behind this article, this fake article. Because it's about word for word what Molly has stated herself many, many, many times. So, and by the way, Molly, this is fair use commentary. It is just my opinion. And it is covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Stressing that because we all know she likes strike channels. And then lies about it, like everything. But for the Jacksons to be there with this trash bag is just, I can't make it make sense. I can't. Why would they be there supporting this trash bag instead of supporting his biological son and his wife and children? That's where the support is needed. But no, they're doing this interview with Molly. Why? I don't get it. I just don't get it. But one thing I do get is Molly's been up to this for weeks. And she's also been laying the groundwork to throw Miss Letitia under the bus. In a roundabout way, excuse me. Without coming right out and doing it. Just wonder. Nice setup, Molly. Didn't work. And that's just it. She's trying to do damage control now. Because people didn't buy this. She couldn't bait Dre out like she wanted to. She couldn't get everybody on board with this. Even her own followers were telling her she was wrong. Is she doing damage control? What do you people think? I do. I know she's put out videos after this giving these massive fake apologies that don't mean shit and are as insincere as you can get. She's a trash bag. And not even a freaking hefty. She's a freaking knockoff dollar store trash bag. But, yeah, let's get into this, because this is, ooh, I got some real rough feelings about this whole thing here.
Slightly, I'm here with Mr. Marvon outside of his house. And Miss Sassy, there you go. Here we are. So, right now, Mr. Marvon is standing outside of his house, and I came to him. He's just as confused as everyone else is. We just started talking, and he asked, he said, let's just record this, because I'm really angry. And I made a video.
Wait a minute. That's some bullshit. Why are you even there? He knows why you're there. It's why you're standing outside. This is some bullshit. You really think we're feeding this? That we're believing this? Come on. Mr. Jackson, why? Why did you do this? Why this dirtbag? Was it about the donations? I just don't know.
Where I don't know what to believe in, neither does he.
Wait a minute, Molly. Look at how she's lying. Look at her face. You can tell she's being as dishonest as you can be. You did all this. You are behind this fake article. I just know it. Yeah, it was some South Africa thing. Click on that and you'll end up back. Try to find this so-called reporter, ghostwriter, whatever you want to call it. It leads back to Pennsylvania. But let's get back into it.
Yes, because we keep getting information over the telephone saying that it was a hoax, that he was dead. So,
Look at her.
and I tried to talk
Look
to
at her. You look at her face.
Detective
You know
Yuma,
she's
but
lying.
he never called me back. So I'm thinking about how can I go about filing a missing person report. See if that'll work. That should be the next step. So.
Mr. Jackson, no disrespect, but he's not missing. He's with his family. You can't file a missing persons report on someone who's not missing. Molly, the Jacksons and Letitia, which I don't think Letitia was, I'm hoping she wasn't in this, but if the Jacksons truly aren't a part of this, you are real scum of the earth to put these people through this just for your own selfish needs, for your views and clicks for money. Pathetic. You're a trash bag. And an extra large. Your fupa's showing. Your diet didn't work, by the way. Just saying, you like to knock everybody else about their looks and judge everybody. So why can't we judge you?
They put out that he passed, and then again they said that he ain't. So they're saying, is he dead or is he alive? So we don't know.
How many times have you called Andrea?
Plenty of times. She never returned a call, neither text.
What about this one?
She called us plenty of times.
Allergies are real.
Yep. And what about
look at her. She thinks
the night
like
before
she
last?
got some info. You see that shitty grin? She's sitting back in her head thinking, yeah, I did this. I got everybody going again. My views are going way up. Like she got some massive information. Jeez.
Called 10 times in a row.
Yeah, and she called me dead too.
Yep.
Well, you know what, Molly? I remember a few months back where Dre did reach out to the Jacksons, and Wynette herself said it on your live that they didn't reach back. Waited a couple weeks till they were on one of your lives to then call her back. That's pathetic. So, who's the one not doing their part? The Jacksons. Because they admitted they didn't reach out back to her. They did not respond back to her until they were conveniently on one of your lives. And you know that. You're a liar, Molly. You're scum for this. True scum. I'm sorry, people, I keep saying it. But we're going to keep making these videos until she stops. Until she stops. Trash bag.
Letitia, I know, is absolutely beside herself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And now she's even more confused.
Okay, wait a minute. You stated from the get-go that Letitia has known for a week that she just didn't tell anybody. So which is it, Marley? So now she's real upset and don't know, but she sat on this information all to herself and never told a soul. I call bull. Sorry, no disrespect, but it is what it is. I call bull.
Yes.
And where's Letitia in all this? Why is she not coming forward for an interview?
Why not? Here she comes. Uh-oh.
Yes,
She's so
I talked to Tisha today and let her know because she was upset yesterday when she got.
She don't change her clothes. She's been in that same jacket and them same black leggings. But she had that other black jacket. That's all she's worn the whole time. The only thing she does is change her sports top, sports bra top or whatever. Take a shower, change your clothes.
She was very upset.
You're nasty.
Okay, so right now, the only person that legit knows is one person, right?
Andrea, his wife.
And she has not reached out to anyone.
And why should she? Why should she? But wait a minute, I'm catching you all in another big lie. You, Molly, Justice for All, and LB have been telling everybody that a couple weeks ago, Vaughn coded last month, which was a couple weeks ago, twice, which I question, because most of the time, people in Vaughn's situation, in Vaughn's medical condition, are not full codes. And I know that because I have a lot of experience in the medical field. And I had patients like him, and they were not full codes. So I question that. I mean, it is possible that Dre didn't do a DNR. I don't know. But you're lying, Molly.
Now there are other people that are involved.
And why should Dre reach out to them after what they've done? After what you've done, and they have co-signed it all. Why should Dre reach out to them? Give me one good reason why.
And I'm getting screenshots of.
No, that's just it, Molly. These people aren't involved. They don't know Dre. They're not talking to Dre on the regular. Dre's not doing anything. She's not talking, period. They are not involved. And you take gossip and rumors and you run with it because you're too lazy to do your own work. You have everybody do it for you, and that's why you're often wrong, often lying, which you have no problem with, and all the time spewing misinformation. And what's sick is you're good with it, Molly. You're good with yourself. That's scary. That's scary. You need to seek some help.
Different people that do know Andrea.
No, they don't.
And she's ignoring them as well. Come on over here, Miss Wynette.
They're not involved. She don't owe none of y'all nothing. These are people that are on social media. They are not involved with her. Stop lying to these people.
Just come on over. I just want you to say, how many times did you reach out, for real, to Miss Andrea, respectively? And she is ignoring you. She's ignoring everything. How nice have you been to her?
And again, this is some bullshit. Because Wynette herself has admitted on live with Molly that Dre had reached out to them. And they ignored it. And conveniently waited till 2 weeks later and was on a live with Molly to finally call her. So, yeah, that's why Dre don't respond to you people. You know what this woman has done. You know Dre has been harassed, doxxed, a hate campaign incited on her by Molly and Justin and LB. They have sent people to her home where her children live. Your grandchild lives that you keep crying about. Yeah. This is just, I cannot. I'm sorry, I'm so upset and I'm yelling, but this is just wrong on so many levels. The Jacksons should not be talking to her right now. This is why they are not involved. They are not showing Dre anything but hate. They are not supporting her in any way. Excuse me.
So nothing works?
Excuse me. Oh, these allergies.
Apparently not. We're just concerned about where's your head right now? What do you think?
And again, I'm sorry I keep stopping it, but we all know what their relationship was. Miss Wynette herself has said how Letitia has threatened her with physical violence and that she's scared of her and screams and yells at her. We also have heard Miss Letitia say things about Mr. Jackson, she's the one that brought out his criminal history. She's the one that started all that. And then she got pissed when she found out they were getting any kind of donations. And she doubled down. Well, he was never in Vaughn's life, ever. Not as a kid growing up, never. So, neither were you, Letitia. And when Vaughn did try to connect with you, you burned him bad. And we heard that from him, from his own words, from his own mouth. But yeah, Mr. Jackson wasn't a part of Vaughn's life either. It's really sad. It's a whole sad situation. It really, really is. But the facts are the facts. It's true. There wasn't much of a relationship there. They didn't know Dre. She didn't even know who Wynette was. She thought Wynette was Miss Letitia. I mean, they never met Raza. except for that one time, for that couple of minutes when they went to the hospital. They didn't know that boy. They didn't know Ron. They didn't know Ron's life. And it's so sad. But they didn't know. Molly, you're a trash bag. You're a trash bag for doing this.
All over the place. Because Letitia came back. She came back to Savannah. They went out of town to celebrate. The grand was or the niece. Today? Yes.
Do you see that? Did you pay attention to Miss Wynette when Molly was talking? She was looking at her like, you're full of shit. Letitia did not want nothing to do with this. That's why she's not there. Put the cash apps up for more donos and the PayPals, she'll be there. Sorry, but it is what it is. That's what they've made it out to be. But Miss Wynette, instead of answering her, because Molly can't remember who she wouldn't have time to celebrate, she can't go see her own son, can't get time off work, but conveniently the weekend Molly's in Georgia, she's away. Yeah, okay, no, that's some bullshit. But Wynette didn't know what to say, so then she bounces, doesn't respond, and just says, oh, well, today's his birthday. Talking about Marvon. And it is. And happy birthday wherever you're at, Marvon. So
Today's
sad.
Marvon's birthday.
So sad.
Yeah, yes, today's Marvon's birthday. That's why we're going out to celebrate, to eat crab. Something that Marvon loves to eat.
How disrespectful. And this just proves you people didn't know nothing about Vaughn. Because his beliefs, they didn't celebrate birthdays. So you're disrespecting him. But Molly, you've disrespected him as a Marine. You've disrespected him as a man, as a husband, and a father. You've done nothing but disrespect this man. And now they're standing there co-signing it. Shame on you all. Shame on you guys. Because today's a day that I'm sure Dre and the kids could use some support. That's her husband laying there. That's her kid's father laying there. This is just really sad. I can't believe this, but this is going to make me cry again. Okay, let's just get back into it.
Marvon would have loved to have crab with his real family in Savannah. That's something that he loves. Trey was...
He is with his real family, his wife and children, and the mother that raised him, that adopted him and raised him. He is with his real family. Unfortunately, Juan was adopted as a very small toddler by his great-grandparents. They were his parents. Sadly, his dad, his great-grandfather, passed away. But his mom is still alive and has a good relationship with Dre. And has been aware of everything, I'm sure. These are his biological dad and his wife, the stepmother, that never knew them. Okay, let's just get back into it.
Seen yesterday by his neighbor. Now Andrea was seen by the neighbors yesterday cleaning out the patio and the trailer yesterday. Yes, the RV.
Don't listen to her. She's always got to find a way to throw dig at somebody, at Dre. You know what, Molly? Those RVs cost a lot of money. And it was Vaughn and Dre's, not just Vaughn's. And, you know, you wouldn't know nothing about cleaning anything up because you can't get out from in front of the camera long enough. You're at that computer 15 hours a day. You don't do nothing. And spreading rumors. You heard. And now you're going to put out a video saying how sorry you are that, oh, that she's not in Yuma, that she's still in Tucson. Shut up. You're lying and you know it, and you're good with it. You're good with it. You're sick.
That's all I know. So the thing is
That's just it. You don't know. You don't know anything. And you keep spreading misinformation. Excuse me.
I want to go there. I want to go out to Arizona. Because I don't know.
I want to go out there, but I don't know where to go. Where to
Well, I think.
And there you have it. Number one, she's trying to bait them into saying, okay, let's all go together. Let's go. You go with us. Just like she tried to with Letitia and it didn't work. She's trying to bait them into going because she ain't got the balls to go herself. And God forbid if she does go, Dre, please have her arrested. The minute she walks near your house, have her arrested. You've got plenty of proof of the harassment and the threats from this woman. Have her arrested. And also, Dre, if you don't have an attorney, oh God, I pray you get one. And sue the hell out of these idiots because you got a strong case. What they have done to you is wrong. I don't agree with all the stuff you've done. But that's your family. Those are choices you and Vaughn made. Your kids were happy and healthy and thriving. I've seen them on the videos. Excuse me. But don't worry about it. The evidence is out there. We'll make sure you have it all. Get yourself an attorney, Dre. Sue this itch. Sue this trash bag. And don't worry, she's not even a hefty. She's a knockoff. So, with her fupa. But her fupa twin isn't there. That's from Rabbit. I love Rabbit down the hole. Rabbit News. She is fabulous. She's got a great channel. Sorry I messed up your name, Rabbit. It's been a long day trying to do this video. And also go check out Nonsense. Don't take my word for anything. Unirock. There's a lot of, Science Girl, Makeup Mobster, Savage Media. There's so many. Chisholm Report. Down the Rabbit Hole News. There's so many that put out good, factual info. Go check it out. You'll learn all about Molly's trash mouth and her trash bag self. But let's get back into it.
I could help if I can.
She's
I really do. I think that
she's drooling at the mouth. She wants them to say, okay, let's go so bad.
it might have to take me and.
I know the last time we went out there, the police were giving no information. They said that she, like, the power.
Molly, take you. You're nobody. Who do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are? You are a nobody. You're a YouTuber with a small audience. Dre had a huge following. Something you'll never have. What she had, over 600,000 followers, something like that. Molly, you're a little peon compared to Dre's following. You're jealous of anybody that's younger, prettier, smarter, gets more attention. You're jealous. But she's baiting them to go. She wants to go so bad, but she don't have the balls to do it herself.
Attorney, so she's married to him, so whatever she say goes.
Yeah? Really?
Yeah,
So
that's
whatever
right,
she
Mr.
says,
Jackson.
so right now, as far as
The police have told you right, and you didn't listen. Dre is his wife. She has power of attorney. That's how it goes. The same thing, if anything would happen to you, your wife, Miss Wynette, or vice versa, you would have it over Miss Wynette. That's how it goes. Don't listen to the trash bag beside you. She's done so much good. She would not do nothing. If you would ever make the mistake of taking her to Arizona, going to Arizona with her, that would be unforgivable. What you're doing now, in my opinion, is unforgivable. But that would be the total icing on the cake with the strawberry topping and every dang thing else. Don't do it, Mr. Jackson. Don't take the bait.
as legalities go, that's one thing, but emotionally, as his father, can you believe that she doesn't have it in her? What did you tell Justin today? Didn't you say that a woman that you know told you that he passed around last month?
Oh, that's
Can you tell
smart.
us about that?
Yeah, that was she said. But she said she don't know how true it is, but a friend that was a friend of my girl said that.
Okay, do you hear what he said? He's saying she don't, and you notice how she has to walk him through what he's saying? That's why I'm questioning all this. But a friend of a friend of a friend who said she don't know if it's true. Are you kidding me? This isn't YouTube streets. This is real life here. Wow.
So everything's hearsay right now. And
Exactly,
no
Molly.
facts.
And it's all coming from you. All the misinformation, all the outright lying. Have you pay attention to her face and her smirks and stuff? You could tell she set this all up. I just feel it in my bones.
And I feel terrible.
No, you don't.
Terrible for hearing that he died. So supposedly, she said in her little fan club, Slay with Dre McRae.
There she goes. She's always got to get the insult in. Truth is, she was jealous of Dre. Molly's jealous of anybody that's better than her. And does better than her. You know, Molly, Dre hasn't posted anything. You lied. You lied as usual. There's no post anywhere from Dre. You're lying.
This girl is a moron.
Okay. Sorry I keep stopping it, but she's the moron. You're the one out here outright lying to people. Putting out video after video full of misinformation and outright lies. She's not all over social media lying and misinforming people. So who's the moron? You're busted, Molly, and you know it, and you're trying to spin it and do damage control. And she's going to spin it here in a minute. Guess who she's blaming? Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video. Just watch. It's coming.
But this is the thing. If she's got a fan club, why aren't these women talking? Are you telling me she's a cult leader? That she's got all these girls that are willing to keep a secret like that from his own family?
Okay, number one, Miss Jackson, shame on you. Shame on you. You don't even know Dre. You have no idea who her friends are. You don't know. And Molly, a fan club, she has followers. The only cult-like behavior I see is coming from your end. Because you lie, outright lie to these people that follow you. And you soak them for all their money. And you're happy with yourself. That's cult-like. The way you manipulate people into giving you money and buying you stuff, you're what they call an extreme grifter. Trash bag.
I mean, what's the humanity in that?
I have never seen an iota of humanity from you. Ever. How dare you? How dare you? Wow. You're really something. And not in a good way.
The mother's bawling her eyes out. I mean, I heard you crying.
Yeah, sure.
She called us called wailing, and I started crying because I was driving. It's just an emotion. As a mother, I don't tell you.
Exactly, Miss Wynette, as a mother. Imagine what Dre must be going through, dealing with her husband and the father of her children laying there like that, dealing with all of this, and then on top of that, dealing with the crap that Molly and Justin and LB and yes, you guys and Letitia have done to her. How do you think she feels? And Molly, you did this. If these people aren't in this with you, and you did this, you're beyond scum anyway. But you're even beyond that. Look at what you're putting these people through. You lying bitch. You're disgusting. You're disgusting. I gotta go on. I'm sorry.
Do you feel like she's playing games with you? You do? I feel like she's playing games.
How is she laughing in your face? You're the one with this trash bag right there, doing this interview, slamming her. Time after time after time you're with this trash bag co-signing this and getting donations when you only ever made one trip. What'd you do with all that money? Huh? That's why you don't separate from Molly. We know that. But how dare you? This is real life. This is not YouTube streets. This is someone's real life. Game plan, you're the ones playing. Because I haven't seen Dre doing anything.
What do you think of those videos that she's been putting out that I've
Oh,
been
here we go.
reading?
Oh, she loves them.
You don't think it's a coincidence at the timing? In the past month that she's putting all these new videos out under a different name, trying to prove of how happy he was with her.
You're an idiot. You know what? I kind of figured you were going to try to spin this when you started showing missing puzzle pieces. By the way, go check out that channel, Missing Puzzle Pieces. They do a great job. They have some awesome videos. But when she started doing that, I knew she was out of content and she was going to try to spin another narrative. Dre is not the Missing Puzzle Pieces. And it has not been just the last month. Missing Puzzle Pieces has been around doing these videos for a long time, from the get-go, showing the facts, showing the real video, not these 2 to 3 second clips that Molly and them have co-signed and spit out to fit their narrative. They've showed how much love Vaughn and Dre had for each other, and you can just see it when they look at each other. And you know, I think that's part of Molly's problem, the jealousy. She was envious and jealous of Dre. Dre had real true love. And you can, like I said, you can see it when they're together, when they do things together. You can just see it. I don't think Molly has that. I don't think she's capable. Just my opinion. But she's not the Missing Puzzle Pieces, and Molly knows it.
Really? So weird, right? He was
So weird.
happy. He was
There you
so
go,
happy
lying
with you.
again.
Look how much he loved you. Really? So he loved you so much that he would go into the back and do that to himself? Because guys that are that happy, they don't think that that's the better option. At least that's the way I feel. And that's my opinion.
No one cares about your opinion, Molly. Dre had nothing to do with it. Do a little bit of homework. God, you're such a pig. To sit there and say that stuff to these people. What Vaughn did was Vaughn's own choice. And it's not the first time he's tried it. It wasn't because of Dre. It's a selfish choice that some make, and they don't think about the consequences for their loved ones that are left behind to deal with it. But it was his own choice. No one made him do it. Go talk to a psychiatrist, because I think you could use it. But they'll tell you. No one can make you do that. That's your own personal choice, yet again. God, she is a real trash bag.
And that's the opinion of a lot of people. And to me, she doesn't act like an innocent lady.
Okay, how is she acting then, Molly? What do you mean, innocent? There's been no crime committed. She's done nothing. So what do you mean? How's she supposed to act? Because if it was you, we all know what you'd do. You'd sit in front of your computer and cry to your followers all day and grift. We know.
And my heart goes out to Raza. Just remember, your grandson is a firecracker. And he's down the mountain. He's very, very smart. He's very smart. He seems
Yeah. Like one time. I saw him came down and I talked to him.
Number one, they met him one time for a couple minutes. Molly's never met him. Molly don't know him. She only knows what she's seen in some videos that she's clipped to death. But she don't know him. Quit talking about him like that. If these people were interested in any relationship with him, they wouldn't be standing next to your trash bag ass. They'd be supporting Dre, helping her, helping Marvon, not supporting your trash bag.
really.
Oh, look, she just heard news for the first time. Breaking news! What a
Did you see
liar
what
and
he
a
just
faker.
said?
Oh, bring it.
Because
Do the
brother,
dramatics.
he said, none of us ever knew that.
Oh my God. Is she
The
for real right
timing.
now?
You better back that train up. He just
Oh,
said
okay.
that, and that's new information. He was
Excuse me,
planning
sorry.
a trip to come to Savannah in that trailer right around the time that he slipped into a coma.
Yeah, during that time.
Molly, stop. Look at you. You are so pathetic. You're not a good actress. It's bullshit. You know this has been out. Hell, that video was out before anything happened to Vaughn. They were looking for an RV because, you know, the great grandma, you know, the story you tried to, mic drop moment you tried to have, saying you figured out Dre, and she was only sticking around and being close to great grandma because she wanted great grandma's house. Well, you're wrong, Molly, as usual, because great grandma sold her home. She's in a nursing home and they had to sell the home. But there was some things in the home, in the house, that she wanted to pass on to Vaughn and Dre. And they couldn't use her mother's RV, so they bought one so they could go down and help finish cleaning out the house and get the few things she wanted to give to them. And that's been out there. It was out there before any of this happened, you idiot. You're an idiot, but I'm sure you'll make a video trying to do damage control saying, oh, I forgot, or something. You'll come up with something. You are such a liar and a fraud. Trash bag.
Miss Molly already knows.
Yeah, I know. Molly already knows she's lying. You're right, Miss Lynette. Look at her. What an idiot. And she is... Look, Molly, we know your failed attempt at becoming a reality star. I mean, Wife Swap was a fail. And then the secret career or secret job from your spouse where you was the escort was an epic fail. Never really even aired. So, maybe you should go back to that. But anyway, you're not a good actress, Molly. And your fupa's showing. Your diet was an epic fail, too. Just letting you know, since you're so comfortable with destroying everybody else's looks, you need to take a good look at yourself, honey. Keep eating.
You do know that he loves you guys very much, right?
I know he did.
Yeah, he did. His face lit up. Yep.
The sad thing is, they'll probably never get to build that relationship. And Molly, he's in a vegetative state. His face didn't light up. He didn't know they were there. He wasn't looking at them. And there was no movement. The movement was involuntary spasms. And the medical staff explained that to them. They even stated that. So stop torturing these people. Yeah, I'll use your word. Stop. Again, Jacksons, why are you doing this?
Yeah, that's why he bought that RV. Was to go to Savannah.
Yeah, you're right. He was going to Savannah to see his adopted mother who raised him. He was going to Savannah to help finish cleaning out the home she sold, Molly. That you claim Dre wanted. Dre didn't even want to live in Savannah. Why do you think they settled in Yuma, you idiot? You're an idiot. You're a total idiot.
And she was excited to see Grandma.
Yeah. Dre actually had a good relationship with Ron's mother.
Favorite. And I think there was a connection there.
Yeah.
Why she liked that grandma so much.
It's great grandma, get it right, bitch. And yes, she was Vaughn's adopted mother, and Dre did have a good relationship with her. But no, Molly, the house was already sold, you stupid idiot. Watch the video that went out about them looking for an RV in the first place, which happened before this unalivement attempt. She'd already sold the house, you idiot. I know I keep saying it, but God, she's an idiot. Trash bag. I will never put my glasses like that again.
She's a very selfish person. She was
Okay.
selfish to those children and we.
Okay. How's she selfish, Molly? What's she doing? You're the only one out here lying and spewing misinformation for views and clicks and for money. You're the selfish one. You're putting these people through this when you know it's all bullshit. You know you planted that fake article. You've done all of this. And it's coming up why.
She was selfish with him. She stripped him of everything. Of his manhood. She took his wallet, his computer. He had no money. You didn't know that, Miss Barnett? You didn't know that, Miss Barnett?
I didn't know that until I heard it.
He couldn't order himself a pizza. You didn't know that? He couldn't get himself a sandwich. You never saw that video?
I saw that one. Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. First she says, I didn't know that till I heard it from you, Molly, from your lying lips. And then she says, oh, I did see that video. No, Miss Wynette, unfortunately what you saw was the 2 to 3 second clip that Molly spun out there. But there's a lot more to it than the shit she's spewing right now. So please go watch the videos in its entirety. You'll see the truth. But this is not the first time that Vaughn tried to unalive himself. Vaughn has suffered with mental illness for quite a long time. It wasn't because of Dre and his marriage. They were happy. As happy as Vaughn could be under the circumstances that he was going through himself. His own issues. But you could clearly see the love they have for each other.
I saw it.
He couldn't go out with his Marine friends.
You
His
don't know
dream
that.
was to be a Marine. He wanted to retire a Marine.
If he wanted to retire a Marine, I think he would have. He made the decision to leave the military. I'm not sure if it was medical or his own personal reasons. But for whatever reason, it was his choice. And we know you've downed him for his choices before, Molly. Because you don't agree. God, look at her. She's chunky. Okay.
I'm sorry, but I'm about to cry too.
Oh, here we go
She
with the
took
fake
that away from him
crying.
too. She took everything.
No, she didn't.
And now she's gonna take your grandson too.
Stop doing that. Stop lying to these people. She didn't take everything from him. He made this choice himself. They are choosing to not be a part of Dre and Vaughn and the grandchildren's lives by standing by you, garbage bag. By doing this interview, by co-signing all the crap you've done to Dre. You've tried to destroy this woman so you could get views and clicks and money, because it's been a money grab for every one of you. Excuse me, and I'm really surprised you're not pushing their cash app, but I'm sure in a way you are. But yeah, you know, he is only on a weekend pass from his little situation he's got going on. So you better make this quicker so he can do something else.
It's sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
Very
It's sad
sad.
you caused all this. Fake crying again. Here we go. Look at it.
Marvon McCray, Yuma, Arizona, U.S. Marine Aviation Operations Specialist on Death Hopes.
You read the whole thing.
It's
You read the whole thing.
why do people do things like this? Why do people do things like this? With no compassion for the people that care for him, knowing that the siblings and
Molly, you did this. Compassion? How dare you? You've not shown one iota of compassion for Marvon or his family, Dre and his children, and his mother that adopted him and raised him his whole life. You've never shown them an iota of compassion. As a matter of fact, you make it a point not to talk about his real mom, the mom that raised him, because it doesn't fit your narrative. But I'm sorry, people, and I'm going to say it again and again. I truly believe that Molly was somehow involved in this planted fake story, because it only took a couple clicks, which LB, Justin, her could have done But I wouldn't be surprised if they aren't in on it as well. In fact, I wonder where, hey Rabbit, I'm going to steal your saying. I'm going to borrow it, I mean. Where's her Fupa twin? But anyway, she's still in them damn clothes. She's been in them damn clothes since she got there. Nasty. But yeah, I guess they're going to try to read some of this. Because, you know, Molly wants to. Molly knows it was a hoax because Molly was behind it.
Family is gonna see it.
Look at her face. She knows. Look at her. She knows. She knows she's busted. This didn't go off like she had planned because even her own followers were questioning her on this from the get-go. Yeah, she knows. And now she's trying to do damage control. Too late, Molly. We know you did this. You're nasty. You're truly nasty.
He's strolling up. He's strolling up.
They ain't going up no more.
That screenshot?
Oh, that means screenshot. Let me get to the original.
Do you want to read it out loud?
Not really.
No?
Oh, she's dying.
Why would a person do that?
I don't know.
Why would you,
It's
Molly?
not funny.
Why
They
did
do
you
them
do
on
it?
celebrities. Now, who would do something like that?
You did, Molly.
It's almost like she's doing it. Because she's so
There it is.
sneaky and nasty.
There it is, everybody. She's trying to blame this on Dre. That was her whole reason to do it in the first place. To give her more content, to try to get people riled up again against Dre. She's trying to blame this on Dre. Molly, you are scum. You are scum. You did this evil shit. You are true evil. You have no soul.
Or one of her little trolls. Because if they can
Now
do
that's
this,
you.
because listen, they set Miss Letitia up.
Oh, here we go. Okay, first off, Molly, you're trolls. You're the one that sends people after to attack and destroy people and harass people. You're self-reflecting. You did this. Your face says it all during this whole interview. You did this. And now you're going to say that Letitia was set up? Are you kidding me? If she was set up, it was by you. No one else. But I have a hard time having compassion for Letitia because she has co-signed all the crap you've done. She gave you information to dox people, to harass people. She knew what you was doing. So, yeah, the compassion's real low for her.
They set her up. And let me tell you something. That ex-husband of ours told me in the very beginning, she's the sneaky one. She's bad.
Are you kidding me? Molly, that man wanted nothing to do with you. He would not even answer your calls. We seen you on lives after lives tearing this man down, saying how he didn't visit his kids, he wasn't around, and how he didn't want them around because of his new wife and his new family, and how he wouldn't pay his child support. He didn't want to support his kids. You tore that man down because he wanted nothing to do with you. And besides that, so what? Exes say stuff all the time. The only sneaky, dirty one is you, Molly. You.
He said those little girls will say anything to let's get her.
And you know this how? Because every video we've seen, the kids are happy, healthy, thriving. They're very respectful, very well adjusted, very good kids. And they laugh and joke with their mom. They cook with their mom. You're full of shit, Molly. Shame on you. You disgust me. You are the worst example of the human race ever. You are truly evil and soulless. And that's just my opinion.
You know what? Then get custody of your daughters. Get them now. But then that leaves poor little Raza. And
You know what, Molly? You keep putting your foot in your own mouth. You have tore this man down about how bad of a father he is. On your lives. I have the videos where you accused him of not paying his child support, not wanting to support his kids, how you accuse him of not visiting his kids, because he's got a new wife and family. Yeah. I've seen it all, Molly, and I know I'm sorry I keep repeating myself, but she's so frustrating. And then I even have video of you saying, in your opinion, you don't think the kids are in danger with Ray. Who the hell are you? Who do you think you are? You're a nobody, Molly. A nobody.
She is sitting there, man. I told those girls to get Razo away. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
What? You talk
What
out your
happened to
ass.
Marvon McCray? He was reportedly in a coma since May 23rd after he attempted suicide. His mother updated followers today that she just learned about the suicide from the police, not from her daughter-in-law. According to reports, his wife, Andrea...
Okay, wait a minute. This is Molly's words. Because a real true reporter would have printed the facts. She was his biological mother. She wasn't really involved in his life. She didn't know his life. She didn't really know his wife, his children. So, yeah, no, Molly. His mother, his adopted mother, was his great-grandmother, who you keep failing to mention because it doesn't fit your story. I cannot believe she tried to turn this on Dre. Not surprised, though. Not surprised. Let's get back to trash bag.
Life restricts him from seeing him. Throughout his childhood,
Everything Molly said. Word,
Arizona.
almost word for word.
they have one child together. However, she denies that the two had a fight. Well, instead referred to their conflicts as disagreements. No one has a disagreement and goes into a shed.
You're
What
a
about
pig for standing there saying, you know what, you're a pig for standing there saying that stuff. You really are. Have some respect for the people standing there co-signing your trash bag ass. But let me tell you something. An argument is a disagreement, you idiot. And an argument or a disagreement is not going to make somebody go do this. And yeah, I know, you're going to go back to his arm. It wasn't scratches. It was from when he was cut down and couldn't be held, and he fell and hit the floor. Everybody knows what happened to his arm. It's actually in many reports. So yeah, quit lying, Molly.
Marks on his arm.
Why are you always lying? Why the
I know he has
you lying?
Yeah.
scratches. What the hell got those? I mean, he never left the house.
And you know this how, Molly?
Were they dog scratches?
And you know this how, Molly?
I mean, it caught.
We all know where your information comes from, your little screwed up mind. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone with her.
Oh my God, when Andrea began advertising a controversial vegan diet,
Here we go with more of Molly's Twilight Zone.
K is theoretically lawful. It's not been approved.
Excuse me,
Medicinal use
these
by
allergies are kicking up. I am so congested. I sound terrible. I'm breathing bad. Yeah, you planted that, Molly.
Okay, well, the thing is
Shame on you.
well, before that, when you clicked on it, it disappeared. So now that's the updated one.
Yeah, that you put out. Look how excited she is that you put out,
She's rolling
Molly.
around.
You can see it all over your face.
Are you done for the day? Oh, okay. Today's voting day.
So go vote, Molly. Go
Is there
home.
anything you want to say to Andrea right now? Because I know she's going to watch this.
No, she's not going to watch you, Molly, because I'm sure she doesn't give you a minute of her time. She's got enough to take care of and worry about. She don't need you.
I just hope that she can get information on where
Just that's it.
all it takes.
A text. One text. I'll leave you alone. I'll leave her alone.
Yeah,
right?
we've heard this
How many
before.
times have I planned and said, I'll leave you alone? I won't bother you.
Okay, have we not heard this before? Dre, I'll take down all my videos. I'll never say your name again. I'll leave you alone. Just let them in to see him. They got in to see him. And Molly doubled down. I mean, she doubled down hard, people. And she still is. Molly, you're such a liar. You're such a dirtbag.
I mean, if she keeps going and keeps leading this family on, I really will go to you. I will totally go to you.
Look at her. She's baiting
I really
them.
will.
Look at her. Look at her face. She's baiting them. She wants them to say, okay, let's go. Because Molly ain't got the balls to go by herself. We all know that. And Lord, if she does go, I pray that Dre has her arrested the minute she steps a foot near her house. Because she has threatened Dre many times. And harassed Dre many times. So Dre has a right to be worried and fear her. So, yeah. She's baiting them. She's drooling.
It's torture? You use the word torture.
Look at her. She's trying to bait her.
Dad and Letitia.
Yes. She got Bell's palsy, and now
Molly, yet again, I'm going to tell you, and I'm sure everybody else has, Bell's palsy is an infection. Yes, stress can be a contributor once you already inquire, but it is not the cause of Bell palsy. Look it up, you idiot. You know what? On your Amazon wish list that you have all your followers behind you, you need to put dictionary on there. Because you seriously need one. Trash bag. Trash bag.
oh, they really set her up with that whole money
here we
thing.
go.
They set her up. Yeah. They totally set her up. When I found out the real thing, oh my God, they totally set her up.
Okay. And I
I
don't
just
know how.
recently found out how they.
Molly, if you had any information, it'd be plastered all over every kind of social media you could get your hands on. Girl, Letitia wasn't set up by nobody. The donators were. They were lied to and misled to get their money. That's what you people did. You lied and you misled them. And it's their money and their choice to make. If they wanted to ask for a refund, they had every right to. But what they didn't deserve is to be harassed and attacked and doxxed by you and Letitia for asking for a refund because they feel like they were misled, which they were. Because from the get-go, Letitia, who is Vaughn's biological mother, but not much a part of his life, started the misinformation on Facebook and asking for money before you were involved. Yeah.
I was like, how is that even possible? This case brought a lot of people around.
Okay, for number one, if anybody set up Letitia, it was Molly. But I just don't believe it. Anyway, there is no case, and the evilness you're right about is you, Justin, LB, Goose, and anybody else that you have involved. That's the evilness. But there was no case here, Molly. You spun this narrative, these lies, this misinformation. Dre has done nothing. There was no crime committed. There is no crime. There is no case. This was a private story about a man who tried to unalive himself more than once. But there's no case here, Molly. Only in your Twilight Zone world, because I feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone when you're around. All I hear is do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Because you're clearly not there. Your elevator don't go to the whole floor, upper levels.
I'm wondering if she's some sort of witch.
The only witch
Right?
is
Have
you.
you thought about that?
Are you serious? You're
That's
pathetic.
weird.
Why are they even sitting there co-signing this stuff? And they want to know why they're not around? Hello?
I don't know, woman. Better come clean, I'm telling you.
Molly, are you talking to yourself again, self-reflecting? Because you need to come clean. You did all this. Dre didn't. You did. You need to take a shower and change your clothes.
I hope that all these people on YouTube start, whoever has been doing this case from Marvin, starts really putting some pressure on this girl because
See how you are doing this? You caused all this? What a liar to stand there and say that. Wow, she's just too much, people. I'm sorry. But this is pathetic. But anyway.
this is not right. Whether you like me or like you know, or you like me or you don't, it's not about me. I mean, here's the father right here. Just help them out.
What?
Just, all he wants is to know where's his son at.
And there you have it. There you have it. There's the proof. There's no way that a couple weeks ago Marvon had coded and she had them down there to see him. They don't know where he's at. They don't know no updates. She tells on herself. She lies so much, she tells on herself.
What are you going to do if she already, you know?
I don't know. It's hard to say from here.
But you just want to know, right? For a fact.
Something you know nothing about.
I'm trying everything I do to find out.
Okay. Mr. Jackson himself is saying it. They don't know. They don't know where he's at. They don't know anything. So this story about them being let in to see him because he had coded a couple times back in October is crap. Is crap.
All day
More
on the
lies
phone.
spun by Molly and Justin and LB.
Been on the phone all day long. And you're working all day long.
Been on the phone all day long, but you got time to do this interview with Molly and to be there on your lunch break. But yeah, okay. Oh, look at her. Molly, she's working like everybody does. That's what's wrong with that? She's doing what everybody does. But you, working. That's no surprise. But anyway, that's the end of their interview. But let me tell you what. She's scum. She is true scum for this. And I have no idea why the Jacksons are standing beside this trash bag and co-signing this crap. But they admitted themselves. They have not seen Marvon. They don't know where he's at. So LB, Justin, and Molly, how was it a couple weeks ago? Well, he according to you, he passed away October 20th, which we all know isn't true. But yet they were in to see him before that because supposedly he coded a couple times. Okay? But they're saying they don't know where he's at. They'd have to know where he's at if they just went to see him. Lies. Just lie after lie after lie keeps being told. She just doesn't stop. She's soulless. She's truly evil, in my opinion. But guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks.